Welcome everybody, it's me, that one guy from no one place at that one time, Jgorm110, and welcome to Season 18 of Hockey Imperialism, where we have NHL 2004 being the main highlight of this season, and to see who will win from 20 years ago. As you can see on the map, we've got multiple different teams here. We have 30 exact, and they all range from their identities from 2004. That's why we have the King's Crown, the Red Canucks, the Buffalo Sabres Goathead, and the minimalist Toronto Maple Leaf. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get to the wheel to see who will be our first team to go. Here we are at the wheel. We got our 30 teams, and the first one up is the Phoenix Coyotes. Alright, Phoenix, where are you going with this spin? To take New Mexico. Now, since we do not have any teams eliminated, this is just a free land state for them to start off. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Another spin for another team. Next up are the Minnesota Wild. Alright, Minnesota, where are you going with this spin? To take North Dakota. Well, they took North Dakota, and again, like with the Phoenix Coyotes, not much can be done about that except for more land. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. More spinning for more teams. Next up are the Montreal Canadiens. Alright, Montreal, where are you going with this spin? To take Maine. Well, they're taking Maine. Not much else can be done, so back to the wheel. Hopefully this will be the last time we get to pick a team for a game. Next up are the San Jose Sharks. Alright, San Jose, where are you going with this spin? To take Oregon. We are having a lot of expansion early on, but with no teams eliminated, it doesn't do much for them. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Here we go with another spin. Next team up are the Colorado Avalanche. Alright, Colorado, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Phoenix Coyotes, so let's go get a game. Welcome to Glendale Arena in Phoenix, Arizona, where we have a great battle ahead of us between the Phoenix Coyotes and the Colorado Avalanche. These two teams are starting off our Season 18, so we're going to go ahead and get ready to go down to the center ice for our opening face-off. With these little highlights to show what these teams are like, we're going to have a great battle today. So now, as we get ready, we're going to go ahead and get started. So with that, we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with a minute left between Phoenix and Colorado, as the Avalanche have a 5-4 lead against the Coyotes, and they have an empty net now for Phoenix, as Johnson's on the run with it, takes it down, dumps it in, and gets blocked immediately. Clark gives it down, goes for the shot, and it's a good block. And another block for an empty net goal. Now Phoenix is inside the zone, takes a shot, doesn't work. Nagy gives it down, doesn't work on that. Another shot! And a good save. And now it's going down, and it's an empty net goal. And with that, that should do it for this game. So we're going to go on ahead and take a look at what's next for this season. Here we are back at the map as the Coyotes got eliminated by the Avalanche. So now Colorado owns a lot more land. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Phoenix is out, 29 teams to go. Next up are the New York Islanders. Alright, New York, where are you going with this spin? To take Connecticut. Now, as they take Connecticut, a little story about player movement inside NHL 2004. It doesn't save the player even though it says they moved, so we can't really do movement at the moment. So really, we're reverting back to Season 1 type stuff. Anyways, with that, let's go back to the wheel to see who's next. Another spin for another team. Next up are the Chicago Blackhawks. Alright, Chicago, where are you going with this spin? To take Wisconsin. As they take Wisconsin, let's go back to the wheel to see who's next. More spin for more teams. Next up are the Toronto Maple Leafs. Alright, Toronto, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Minnesota Wild. So let's go get a game. Welcome to XL Energy Center in Minneapolis, Minnesota. That's what the game says, but I don't feel like that's true. But we don't care. And we're going down to have a battle between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Minnesota Wild. we're going to go on ahead and get down to that center ice to have a good battle between the Canadian team and the American team. So with all these highlights showing how this game might turn out, we're excited to see how this game will turn out. As we go down to center ice to get a face-off between these two teams, we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with a minute left between Toronto and Minnesota, as both of the teams are tied at 1, and we almost had a goal by Sutton, but it couldn't get going. So we're going to stick to this action to see who will break the tie. As Sutton's in the run, takes a shot, ricochet, and Fernandez saves and holds. Face off down in the Wild zone, won by Toronto. Quick shot, doesn't even get through the traffic. Nolan can't get the shot off. And now Minnesota, it's Dowd, gets around, takes a shot, and Belfour saves that one. McCabe trying to find someone open. Passes it, doesn't work, and we got to fight. So we'll see you all after. Here we are back after the fight. We got a face off inside the Wild zone, won by Toronto. And it's dumped out. Wild pick it up. It's Waltz trying to pass it around. Does! And a good save by Belfour. Waltz gets it down and a good steal. 10 seconds to go. Domi takes a shot. Doesn't get there. And it's out of the zone. And we are going to overtime. Here we are. Overtime number 1. We'll see you all in the final seconds. Dumped in by the Wild. Takes it down. Burnett gets a shot, and it's a goal by Dowd. And the Minnesota Wild win the game in overtime, 2-1. And with that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that map now that the Maple Leafs are out of here. Here we are back at the map as the Maple Leafs got eliminated by the Wild. And now Minnesota gains a good amount of land. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Toronto's out, 28 teams to go. Next up are the Los Angeles Kings. Alright, LA, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim. So let's go get a game. Welcome to Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim in Anaheim, California, where we have a good California battle between the Mighty Ducks of Anaheim and the Los Angeles Kings. We're going to have a great, fantastic battle between these two teams. As we see in the preview here, a bunch of electronic, ecstatic, and amazing plays will be hailed here. So we're going to go on ahead and get ready for a good game as we go down to center ice for our final battle. Well, not really final battle, but just a great, great battle. With that, we'll see you all in the final seconds, moments of the game. Here we are with a minute left between Los Angeles and Anaheim as the Ducks have a 5-3 lead against the Kings and are looking to keep the lead as they take a shot. Will hit, saves, and holds. Now we have a face-off down inside the Kings zone, won by LA. But a bad pass gives the Ducks possession. They're trying to find an open area. Doesn't work. And now the Kings are in control and hoping to make a comeback. They spin back, and now Anaheim's on the run. Takes a shot. It goes around, and it's not in. Another good, and now it's a goal! And now the Ducks are doubling their lead against the Kings. 30 seconds left to go. 6-3 Anaheim. Fedorov tries to pass it around, but it is a big hit down in the central. And now the Kings are on the run. They're looking to score, and a good save. Fedorov trying to find someone in the slot, and it doesn't work. Bad pass. Ducks in control for 10 seconds left to go now. Takes a shot. Nothing in that. Takes a shot from behind. Another shot. And nothing there. And it's over. The Ducks win. With that, we're going to go take a look at that map to see what it looks like now that the Kings are eliminated. Here we are back at the map as the Kings got eliminated by the Ducks. And now Anaheim has 2/3 of control of California. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Los Angeles is out, 27 teams to go. Next up are the New Jersey Devils. Alright, New Jersey, where are you going with this spin? To take on the New York Islanders, so let's go get a game. Welcome to New York, where we have a great battle between the New York Islanders and the New Jersey Devils. as we have our highlight reel here of showing how these teams play. It's going to be a big fight battle between two heavy-hitting teams looking to stay alive in the season. So all the way down in the middle of the ice, we're going to have our face-off so we can get this game started. And with that, we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with 50 seconds left between New Jersey and New York, as the new team is in the lead against the new team. But in all seriousness, the Islanders are in the lead 4-3 against the Devils. So now they're trying to hold on to it as they have control. But New Jersey's making sure that they get it in. Elias couldn't do anything on it, getting pressured by a coin. And a coin dumps it down. Almost an empty net. Brylan, that gives it to Madden. To Elias. 20 seconds to go for the Devils. Takes a shot and a good save. Yashin takes a shot way off. Picked up by Parrish, who scores! And that should do it for this game. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the map to see what happens when New Jersey's out. Here we are back at the map as the Devils got eliminated by the Islanders. And now New York expands to a whole state. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. New Jersey's out, 26 teams to go. Next up are the Boston Bruins. All right, Boston, where are you going with this spin? To take New Hampshire. As they take New Hampshire, let's go back to the wheel to see who's next. Another spin for another team. Next up are the Florida Panthers. All right, Florida, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Tampa Bay Lightning, so let's go get a game. Welcome to St. Pete's Time Forum in Tampa, Florida, where we have a great Battle of Florida coming here between the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Florida Panthers. We got our highlight reel playing here to show that this will be a grit battle. We have big hits and a lot of fights in this one. So let's go ahead and get prepared as we go down to center ice for the face-off between the two teams. So with that, we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with about 50 seconds left between Florida and Tampa as the Lightning have a 3-0 lead and look to keep the shutout as they take a shot by Richards. Nothing on that. Stillman passes down. Another shot before being offside. Doesn't work. And now Florida's on the run. And if anything happens within the next couple of seconds, we'll just go ahead and end it off here, as it'll be physically impossible for the Panthers to come back from this. As Messier goes in, takes a shot, nothing there. And I'm going to say this game is over. So I guess with that, another shot by Messier. They're really pushing, but looks like Tampa will keep the shutout. So yeah, we'll go ahead and stick with this now since time kept running down. Oh, never mind, we got to fight. So with that, the game's over, basically. So we'll go ahead and see you off the map to see what it looks like now that the Lightning have won. Here we are back at the map as the Florida Panthers got eliminated by the Tampa Bay Lightning, and now Tampa gains control of all of Florida. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Florida's out, 25 teams to go. Next up are the Chicago Blackhawks. All right, Chicago, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Detroit Red Wings. Let's go get a game. Welcome to the big arena of Detroit in Detroit, Michigan, where we have a fantastic battle in Hockey Town between the Chicago Blackhawks and the Detroit Red Wings. We're going to go ahead and get down to center ice to get a battle between these two teams. But first, we're going to go to take a look at a little bit of highlights to show how impressive these two teams have been throughout many years of their NHL careers. So with that, we'll go ahead and go down to center ice now for our face-off, and we'll see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with a minute left between Chicago and Detroit as the Blackhawks have a 1-0 lead against the Red Wings. As Detroit's pushing to score a goal, and now Chicago has the puck. But Yzerman steals it. He's looking, passes across ice, doesn't work. And it's dumped out. Almost a goal, but not really. Chicago, Lindstrom gets control. Has a good speed in an open lane. Gets around a man, passes down, block shot. Picked up by Chicago. Dumped in. And it hits the crossbar. No goal. Bell scores anyway. It's a goal. Empty net. And with that, that should do it for this game. So we're going to go on ahead and take a look at that map to see what it looks like now that Detroit's out of here. Here we are at the map as the Red Wings got eliminated by the Chicago Blackhawks, excuse me. And now Chicago gains another state in their possession. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Detroit's out, 24 teams to go. Next up are the Vancouver Canucks. Alright, Vancouver, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Calgary Flames. Let's go get a game. Welcome to Pengrowth Saddledome in Calgary, Alberta, where we have a good Canadian battle between the Vancouver Canucks and the Calgary Flames. We've got some good flashing hockey here in Canada as these two teams are looking to keep their seasons alive. As we go ahead and get down to center ice, we're going to have our Canadian battle start. So with that, we are going to go on ahead and get this game started, and we'll see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with 5 seconds left. Calgary's going to win with a shutout against Vancouver. So, yeah, with that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at what the map will look like now that the Flames have won. Here we are back at the map as the Vancouver Canucks got eliminated by the Calgary Flames. And now Calgary gains a whole province in Canada. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who is next. Vancouver's out, 23 teams to go. Next up are the New York Rangers. Alright, New York, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Buffalo Sabres. So let's go get a game. Welcome to Buffalo, New York, where we have a fantastic New York battle between the New York Rangers and the Buffalo Sabres. We've got Buffalo in their black and red goat head jerseys, and we have the Rangers in their white away normal ass jerseys. So, with all these big hits and extra cool stuff on goals, we're going to go ahead and go down to center ice to see none of that, and only the final moments of the game. So we'll see you there. Here we are with 45 seconds left between New York and Buffalo, as the Sabres got a 4-2 lead against the Rangers and looking to win and keep them alive as they go for another shot, and it's blocked. Big hit, another shot taken, and Dunham saves it. Carter takes one shot, hits right in the face of Buffalo, and they're still in control. Takes one shot on the side, doesn't get anything on that. Another shot, doesn't even go through traffic. Rangers keeping the pressure, but better defense by the Sabres. Could this be icing for them? Nope. And Dunham doesn't know what he's doing. And another shot, and another good block. Rangers running out of time. I don't think they're going to take any more goals. So with that, the Rangers are out of here as the puck ricochets into the net. And the Sabres win this game 4-2. So with that, let's go on ahead and take a look at that map to see what it looks like now that the New York Rangers are out of here. Here we are back at the map as the Rangers got eliminated by the Sabres, and now Buffalo gaining 2/3 of New York here. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. New York is out, 22 teams to go. Next up are the Nashville Predators. Alright, Nashville, where are you going with this spin? You go to the Northeast and take Virginia. As they take Virginia, let's go back to the wheel to see who's next. Another spin for another team. Next up are the Tampa Bay Lightning. Alright, Tampa, where are you going with this spin? You go across waters and take South Carolina. Well, they took South Carolina, so let's go back to the wheel to see who's next. More spinning for more teams. Next up are the Colorado Avalanche. Alright, Colorado, where are you going with this spin? To take Wyoming. As they take Wyoming, let's go back to the wheel to get another team. Hopefully one more spin for one more team. Next up are the Pittsburgh Penguins. Alright, Pittsburgh, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Philadelphia Flyers. Let's go get a game. Welcome to the Battle of Pennsylvania between the Pittsburgh Penguins and the Philadelphia Flyers. We've got a great matchup of a battle right here on your screens. We got a huge, hard-hit battle. These take a very long time. I just wanted to get down to the game. I have no idea what to say at the moment. Just, this game's probably going to be a lot of high scoring. And with that, we'll go down to center ice to get a face-off. And we'll see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with a minute left between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia, as both of these Pennsylvania-based teams are tied at 0. We've got a scoreless match here, but one will break this tie, as the Penguins are in control inside their own zone, and they go into Philadelphia. Theta couldn't get the pass gone, and now Philadelphia going. Bank around, and a dump in. Still in control, and it's out of the zone. They gotta tag up to get back in. Good pass. He's on the run. Takes a shot. It's above, and it's not in. Oh, another shot immediately blocked. Another shot. It's wide of the net. 15 seconds to go in regulation. A pass out of the zone. Phillies tagging up again. 10 seconds. Johnson gets his pass intercepted. Pittsburgh's on it. 5 seconds to go. A shot. That's really bad. A big hit. A shot from behind for some reason. And we're going to overtime. And out going to overtime number 1 between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia. And we'll see you all in the final moments. Picked up. And a good score. Rodick. And Philadelphia's moving on. And the Penguins are eliminated. So with that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that map to show what Pennsylvania has with only one team now. Here we are back at the map as the Pittsburgh Penguins got eliminated by the Philadelphia Flyers, and now Philly owns all of Pennsylvania. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Pittsburgh is out, 21 teams to go. Next up are the St. Louis Blues. All right, St. Louis, where are you going with this spin? To take Kansas. As they take Kansas, let's go back to the wheel to see who's next. All right, another spin for a team. Next up are the Colorado Avalanche. All right, Colorado, where are you going with this spin? Barely skimmed by, and we'll be taking Nebraska. As they take Nebraska, let's go back to the wheel to get another team. More spinning for more teams. Next up are the Philadelphia Flyers. All right, Philadelphia, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Buffalo Sabres. So let's go get a game. Welcome to Buffalo, New York. As it still does not give me a name for the stadium that they play at, which right now I haven't looked up, but I bet you it's an easy search, but whatever. Anyways, we're in Buffalo, New York, where we have a great battle between the Buffalo Sabres and the attacking Philadelphia Flyers. We have a great matchup here in the East Coast to see if Buffalo can take a whole state or if Philly can start invading New York. With that, we'll go down to the center ice to get a face-off between these two teams, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with 45 seconds left between Philadelphia and Buffalo as the Flyers score their 4th goal. And now it's a 4-0 game. Philadelphia taking this game with a slice of cake. Now we have a goalie switch out. It doesn't really do much here for the Sabres, because I don't even think they'll get one goal here. Satine trying to get it out. Delmore couldn't get the pass off, and Leclerc's off of the race with it. Jury steals it, and Satine's ready to kick a shot, and a good block. Oh, and a steal. Leclerc trying to get around two Sabres. Succeeds on a hit, but Gagne keeps putting pressure. Puck's dumped around the Sabres' goal. Gagne was able to grab it, but hit from behind. Puck is dumped in by the Sabres. And now Philadelphia trying to get it out of their zone to keep the shutout. And now Drury shoots and Hackett saves. Hanzus dumps it in. And the Flyers win an impressive game, 4-0. And we'll be taking 2/3 of New York. With that, let's go to the map to see what that looks like now. Here we are back at the map as the Flyers took down the Sabres. And now Philadelphia gains a lot more land in New York. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Buffalo is out, 20 teams to go. Next up are the Ottawa Senators. All right, Ottawa, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Minnesota Wild. So let's go get a game. Welcome to Xcel Energy Center in Minnesota, where we have a great battle for Ontario as we have the Minnesota Wild getting attacked by the Ottawa Senators. We have a great battle here today to see which team will take Ontario and see if Ottawa can take a little bit more of Minnesota and North Dakota. We'll have a great battle here as Ottawa's first game this season and Minnesota's second. With that, let's go down to the center ice to get a face-off between these two teams, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with 50 seconds left between Ottawa and Minnesota as the Wild have a 2-1 lead against the Senators and looking to get the empty net. But Ottawa's having some great defense and blocking to prevent that. But bad passing may cause them to not tie the game as they take a shot, and Fernandez saves and holds. And we got a face-off down in the Wild zone, won by Minnesota, dumped out in the crease, almost an own goal. Bonk has it, gives it down. Kuba steals the pass. Now Hosa's on the run, less than 20 seconds to go, trying to get around a man. Gets the pass off, but it was actually a shot. And now it's Kuba on the run for the empty net. He's on it. He shoots and scores. And Philip Kuba may have iced the game for the Wild. So with that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that map to see now that Minnesota takes control of all of Ontario. Here we are back at the map as the Senators got eliminated by the Wild. And now Minnesota takes all of Ontario, expanding more in Canada. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who is next. Ottawa's out, 19 teams left to go. Next up are the Boston Bruins. Alright, Boston, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Montreal Canadiens, so let's go get a game. Welcome to Bell Center in Montreal, Quebec, where we have a classic big rival battle between the Boston Bruins and the Montreal Canadiens, as we have a hard-fought battle here coming up to see who will stay alive in this season, as we're going to get ready to go down to the center ice to get a face-off between these two teams. We will see all of you in the final moments of the game. Well, here we are at the end of the game between Montreal and Boston. Recording software didn't want to record. Boston lost 3-1 to the Montreal Canadiens. That had an empty netter goal to ice the game. So with that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that map to see what it looks like now that Boston's out of here. Here we are back at the map as the Boston Bruins got eliminated by the Montreal Canadiens. And now Montreal gaining more land in the States. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Boston's out, 18 teams left to go. Next up are the Nashville Predators. Alright, Nashville, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Atlanta Thrashers. So let's go get a game. Welcome to Atlanta, Georgia, where we have a great Southeast battle between the Atlanta Thrashers and the Nashville Predators. Now, this is actually the first time in any of the seasons of NHL or Hockey Imperialism where we actually see the Thrashers instead of just the Winnipeg alumni. So we actually get to see the Thrashers in action, in their jerseys, in their crowd. So with that, let us go down to the middle of the ice to get a face-off between these two teams, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with a minute left between Nashville and Atlanta as the Predators have a 4-0 lead and look to keep the shutout as Atlanta's looking to score their first goal ever in any of these seasons. As they... Oh, the goal! Tremblay gets the goal for Atlanta with the really big hit and an own goal. All right, well, it's 4-1 now. There is no shutout for the Predators. Can Atlanta make a comeback? No, they can't. But at least they got a goal. And like most teams, talking to you, Pittsburgh, Savard tries to do something, couldn't really do anything. Johansson's on the run for Nashville. A lot of hits. Puck is in front. Eaton takes a shot and Savard blocks it. And now they're on the run. Oh, and almost a goal, but really nothing there. Eaton trying to get it. Not much there. Savard on the run. Get it to Canary. Now they're looking for a second goal. Takes a shot and another rebound shot and does not work. And another! Doesn't work. And Nashville will take away with a 4-2-1 victory. So with that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the map now that Atlanta is out of here. Here we are back at the map as the Thrashers got eliminated by the Predators. And now Nashville takes all of Georgia. With that, let us go to the wheel to see who's next. Atlanta's out, 17 teams left to go. Next up are the Calgary Flames. Alright, Calgary, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Edmonton Oilers, so let's go get a game. Welcome to Edmonton, Alberta, where we have our Battle of Alberta here between the Calgary Flames and the Edmonton Oilers, as the attacking Calgary Flames have already taken out another Canadian team looking to take down another and gain all of their province. While the Oilers here are playing their first game of the season, looking to stay alive and continue on to hopefully win their first Imply Cup here. As we go down to center ice, we'll get our face-off between these two teams, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with 40 seconds left between Calgary and Edmonton, as the Flames have a 3-2 lead against the Oilers. So of course Edmonton pulled their goalie and ready to tie the game. As it's a goal by Clark! And the Flames already doubled their score against the Oilers. So that should do it for this game. So we're going to go on ahead and take a look at what Alberta looks like now that Calgary's in control. Here we are back at the map as the Oilers got eliminated by the Flames. And now Calgary owns all of Alberta. With that, let's go back to that wheel to see who is next. Edmonton is out, 16 teams left to go. Next up are the Calgary Flames. Alright, Calgary, where are you going with this spin? Get in between Washington and Montana, and we'll be taking Idaho. As they take Idaho, let's go back to the wheel to see who's next. Another spin for another team. Next up are the Tampa Bay Lightning. Alright, Tampa, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Nashville Predators, so let's go get a game. Welcome to Gaylord Entertainment Center in Nashville, Tennessee, where we have a great battle in the southeast between the Nashville Predators and the Tampa Bay Lightning. The battle for Georgia in between, as we got Tennessee and Florida also in the mix. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get ready to have a battle between these two teams as we get down to the center ice and get our face-off. And we'll see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with 50 seconds left between Tampa Bay and Nashville as the Predators got a 4-1 lead and are looking to win another game. And Tampa Bay looking sloppy in this one, letting in 4 goals, only taking 1, and that one was an own goal, so technically it should be 5-0. Almost 5-1 actually right there. Nashville pushing the pressure, and a good save. Tampa Bay is not having much on this one, and they're going to be out of here, and Nashville's going to be taking Florida. Walker on the run, gets around a guy, takes a shot, bounces off. Nothing on that. Surich trying to give it down. Stillman's on the run. 10 seconds to go in the game. Richards takes a shot and it's blocked off. He still regains it, and Walker steals the pass and throws it down. And that should do it for this game. So we're going to go on ahead and take a look at the map now that the Preds have won another game. Here we are back at the map as the Predators took out the Tampa Bay Lightning. And now Nashville takes control of Florida. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who is next. Tampa Bay is out. 15 teams left to go. Next up are the Nashville Predators. Alright, Nashville, where are you going with this spin? To take Alabama. As they take Alabama, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Another spin for another team. Next up are the Washington Capitals. Alright, Washington, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Nashville Predators. So let's go get a game. Welcome back to Gaylord Entertainment Center in Nashville, Tennessee, where we have another attacker against the Nashville Predators, this time being the Washington Capitals. We're going to have a very heavy slugfest game here, as we see in these previews. It's going to be a hard-fought battle for a good amount of territory in the East and mainly the Southeast portions of the United States. We'll go ahead and get down to the center ice to get a face-off between these two teams, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Well, here we are with about a minute left, and Washington just scored a goal. And it's now 4-0 Washington. And it looks like this game is a takeaway for the Capitals as they take down a powerful, dominant Predators team in a humiliating fashion. Nashville's trying to get it, but Washington is just pushing on forward inside their zone. Johansson on the run for it. Gives it to Walker. Gets into the zone now. Tries to take a shot, and that's blocked immediately. Another block shot. Fortin gives it to Greer. Bounces off the back of a Capital and is picked up by Johansson. Pass down, Legwand, and nothing on that. Washington's running it down. Dumped in. Less than 10 seconds to go. Pass all the way across the ice. Doesn't work. Picked up by Barry, and it's over. The Capitals win 4-0. So with that, let's go ahead and take a look at that map. Here we are back at the map as the Predators got eliminated by the Capitals, and now Washington owns a lot of land in the Southeast. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Nashville is out, 14 teams left to go. Next up are the New York Islanders. Alright, New York, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Philadelphia Flyers, so let's go get a game. Welcome to Makova Arena in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where we got a battle of orange here between the New York Islanders and the Philadelphia Flyers. Tough battle here. It's a battle for New York and a bunch of other states. As we're going to get ready for this game, we're going to go ahead and get down to that center ice to get our face-off. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, and all that's in between, we will see you all in the final moments of this game. Here we are with a minute left between Philadelphia and New York as the Flyers have a 4-3 lead. So the Islanders have pulled their goalie, looking to toward the dying goal. But Philadelphia's really pushing hard to get the empty net. But New York's on the run. Tries to pass it across ice, doesn't work. Dumped out just wide of the net. Picked up by the Islanders. Trying to pass it around. Yashin passes it to Blake. He gets into the zone, gets poke check, still goes in, and a good block, and a slap shot goes on the outside of the net. Ronick rushing in it, looking for that empty net. Tries to do a weird bank pass, and it doesn't work. Less than 20 seconds to go. Johnson passes down the Yashin. Yashin trying to find someone open, gets poke check. Blake takes a shot, and a good save. Ronick's blocking it, but he keeps getting pressured. Picked up down. Johnson takes a shot. Hackett saves it. Blake scores! We have a tying goal! It's now 4-4! With 3 seconds left to go in the third, we have a shot, and we're going to overtime! Welcome to overtime number 1 between the New York Islanders and the Philadelphia Flyers. With that, we'll see you all in the final seconds. Tries to pass it, gets blocked. Pekka passes down to Parrish, who takes a shot and a good save. Yashin's there for the rebound, and it doesn't work. Parrish takes a shot and scores! And the Islanders win in comeback fashion and takes down the Flyers and gains all of New York. And with that, that's it for this game. So we're going to go on ahead and take a look at that map now that the Islanders take control of all of New York and other territories. Here we are back at the map as the Flyers got eliminated by the New York Islanders, and now New York takes control of all of New York and Pennsylvania now. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Philadelphia's out, 13 teams left to go. Next up are the Washington Capitals. Alright, Washington, where are you going with this spin? To take on the New York Islanders, so let's go get a game. Welcome to the New York Islanders Stadium, because it doesn't give me the name for some reason. I think it's Nazoo, but I could be completely wrong. But anyways, we have a good Eastern battle once again, with the New York Islanders this time being attacked by the Washington Capitals. We're going to go see this epic battle to see who will take more land in the East. As we go down to our center ice to get a face-off between these two teams. And we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with a minute left between Washington and New York, as both of the teams are tied at 2, and we got a broken glass. So now we got a face-off down inside Washington zone. Puck is still floating around. Islanders have control. A coin takes a shot, and Zolzig saves. Nylander running in. It's Miller. He takes a shot, and a good save. A coin. Get it to Pekka. New York trying to get out of the tie. Parrish gets pushed back. And Capitals take control. Nylander, get it to Miller. 30 seconds to go. Passes it to Nylander and a good block. Miller trying to grab it, but he has like 4 Islanders on him. And New York's on the run. Takes a shot. It's bounced off. Gunchar gives it out. Picked up by the Islanders. Pekka gives it to Yashin. Trying to find someone open. Gives it to a coin who shoots. And it's not in. 10 seconds to go in the third. Pekka, a coin. Pekka takes a backhand shot. Doesn't work. It's out of the zone. A coin takes one shot. It's way off. And we're going to overtime. Welcome to overtime number 1 between the Washington Capitals and the New York Islanders. With that, we'll see you all in the final seconds. Going on the outside. Takes a shot. And we have a goal by Yashin. And the Islanders win this game in overtime, 3-2. And with that, we're going to go on ahead and take a look at that map to see what it looks like now that Washington is out of here. Here we are back at the map as the Capitals got eliminated by the Islanders. And now New York basically takes control of the eastern coast of the United States with just Carolina and Montreal in their way. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Washington is out, 12 teams to go. Next up are the St. Louis Blues. All right, St. Louis, where are you going with this spin? To take Missouri. As they take Missouri, let's go ahead and go back to the wheel to get our next team. Another spin for another team. Next up are the San Jose Sharks. All right, San Jose, where are you going with this spin? To take Washington. As they take Washington, let's go to the wheel to get our next team. Another spin for yet another team. Next up are the St. Louis Blues. Again. All right, St. Louis, where are you going with this spin? To take Oklahoma. As they take Oklahoma, let's go back to that wheel. More spinning for more teams. Next up are the Chicago Blackhawks. All right, Chicago, where are you going with this spin? To take on the St. Louis Blues. So let's go get a game. Welcome to Service Center in St. Louis. Sorry, I felt like I had to sneeze. Anyways, we're here for a battle in the Central between the St. Louis Blues and the Chicago Blackhawks. Both of these teams have some rich history between them, but only one of them will advance on in the season, and the other will be completely eliminated until next season. We go ahead and get down to center ice to get a face-off between these two teams, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with about 15 seconds left between the Chicago Blackhawks and the St. Louis Blues, as both of these teams tied at 2, and they're looking to break the tie. Chicago took a shot, and it doesn't work there. Tkachuk is on the run for the St. Louis Blues. Dumped out by the Blackhawks, and we are going to overtime. Welcome to overtime number 1 between the St. Louis Blues and the Chicago Blackhawks. We get down to center ice for our face-off, and we'll see you all in the final seconds. Arneson couldn't get anything on it. St. Louis takes a shot and scores! And the Blues win the game in overtime, 3-2. And with that, that should do it for this game. So we're going to go on ahead and take a look at that map now that Chicago is out of here. Here we are at the map as Chicago got eliminated by the Blues, and now St. Louis owns a lot more states here. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Chicago's out, 11 teams to go. Next up are the San Jose Sharks. Alright, San Jose, where are you going with this spin? Barely skimmed through, and we'll be taking on the mighty Ducks of Anaheim. So let's go get a game. Welcome to Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim in Anaheim, California, where we have a great battle between the San Jose Sharks and the Anaheim Ducks. This is for all of California, so let's go ahead and get into this action. A bruiser, as they say, for this game. So we're going to go ahead and get right down to the middle of this center ice of this rink and get our face off, and we will see every single one of you in the final moments of the game. Here we are at the minute left between San Jose and Anaheim, as both of the teams are tied at 2. So we're going to stick to this action to see who will break the tie. As San Jose's on the run, taking shots. Smith gives it down. Big hit. Ducks now have it. Fedorov on the run with it. Can't find anyone. Pass down and a good save. Hayfield takes a shot. Nothing there. Fedorov gets knocked down. Ducks still in control. Looking to break that tie. Fedorov takes a shot. Hits the side. Crossbow. Fedorov. And a good save. And another good save. And he holds. Face-off down. Won by the Ducks. And now San Jose is in control. Still inside their own zone. Strom gets knocked down. Ducks gives it down. A shot. And nothing there. Strom tries to pass it. Doesn't work. Niedermeyer takes a shot and still no goal. And we're going to overtime. Face-off down. And we're in overtime. See you all in the final seconds. Goes in. Takes a pass and it's a score by Havlin. Havlin scores the goal and the Ducks move on. San Jose is out of here, and Anaheim takes control of all of California. With that, we will take a look at that map to see what that looks like. Here we are back at the map as the Sharks got eliminated by the Ducks, and now Anaheim takes control of all of California with some Washington and Oregon as well. With that, let us go to that wheel to see who's next. San Jose's out. 10 teams to go. Next up are the Calgary Flames. Alright, Calgary, where are you going with this spin? To take Montana. As they take Montana, let's go back to the wheel to see who is next. Another spin for another team. Next up are the Columbus Blue Jackets. Alright, Columbus, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Minnesota Wild, so let's go get a game. Welcome to Xcel Energy Center in Minnesota, where we have a fantastic battle between the Minnesota Wild and the Columbus Blue Jackets. We have a battle of the lakes here, technically, because Columbus is in Ohio and Minnesota, so yeah. Anyways, we have our little visual aid of showing what the game will look like. You won't see any of that until the final moments. Speaking of the final moments, we'll go down to the center of the ice to get our face-off, and we'll see you all in those final moments of the game. Here we are with 50 seconds left between Columbus and Minnesota. The Jackets are on a power play and looking to score that goal to break the tie. As both of these teams are tied at 2. So we're going to see how this action goes. Columbus has the puck inside their own zone and it's stolen. Kuba couldn't get the pass. And now it's picked up. And Columbus trying to score it. They almost did it. Pass down. Richardson takes a shot. Doesn't even reach the net. Kuba. 20 seconds to go. Cross ice pass. It's not working. A lot of big hits. Marchnet. I think so. I couldn't see. It's all good. And almost a goal. Bounced out. Richardson has it. 5 seconds to go. Takes a shot. Doesn't even reach the net. Another shot. And we're going to overtime. Welcome to overtime number 1 between the Blue Jackets and the Wild. With that, we'll see you all in the final seconds. Being picked up by Marchant. And a net shot. And Letowski saves. He gets the goal. Letowski wins it for the Blue Jackets, and the Wild are out of here. And with that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the map now that Minnesota is gone. Welcome back to the map as the Columbus Blue Jackets took down the Minnesota Wild and gained a lot of land in Canada and in northern United States. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Minnesota's out, 9 teams to go. Next up are the New York Islanders. Alright, New York, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Blue Jackets, so let's go get a game. Welcome to Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio, where we have a good battle between the Columbus Blue Jackets and the New York Islanders. Now, I believe this is the first matchup we've had between these two teams in any of the seasons we've had, and I could be wrong because that's 18 seasons worth of fucking matches that I have no idea. But I'm going to say it is, which is crazy. But with that, we're just going to go ahead and get right ready to go down to that center ice to get a face-off between these two teams. And we will see every single one of y'all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with 55 seconds left between Columbus and New York as the Blue Jackets have a 5-4 lead. So New York has pulled their goalie to try to tie the game. They rush in. Yanish couldn't get it in. And it's clumped out by Columbus. A coin picks it up. Gives it down. Asham to Parrish. Can't get it out of their zone. Now they do. Pekka to Yanish. Yashin. Not Yanish. Excuse me. Gives it down. Parrish. Spins it back to Pekka. Tries to shoot. Doesn't work. Dumped down. And it's a goal! Letowski gets the empty netter. And with that, that should do it for this game. So we're going to go on ahead and take a look at that map now that Columbus has won their second game in a row. Here we are back at the map as the Islanders got eliminated by the Blue Jackets, and now Columbus gains a lot of land in a short battle. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. New York is out, 8 teams to go. Next up are the Montreal Canadiens. Alright, Montreal, where are you going with this spin? To take on the Columbus Blue Jackets, so let's go get a game. Welcome back to Nationwide Arena in Columbus, Ohio, where we have the Blue Jackets being attacked, this time being by the Montreal Canadiens. We have a great battle here between America and Canada to see who will take the greater amounts of land in each respected nation. We're going to go on ahead and get right down to that center ice to get a face-off between these two teams, and we will see every single one of you in the final moments of the game. Here we are with 50 seconds left between Montreal. It's a scoring goal by Hossa. Well, Montreal is up 2-0 now, and with that, that's it for this game. So let's go on ahead and take a look at that map now. That Montreal will be taking this W. And we're actually back because Columbus just scored a goal, so now it's back to 2-1. So Columbus is going to be on the run, pulling their goalie again, hoping to tie the game. 30 seconds to go. Takes a shot, couldn't get it. It's dumped out. Ringed around Columbus zone. Picked up by Spax. Grand Pierre. Rushing in. Sanderson. Try to find someone open. Stops, pivots it, takes a shot, and it's immediately blocked. Dumped out back into Columbus. 10 seconds to go now. Richardson gives it to Speck. Dumps down, and now it's a goal by Zednik. Now that should be it for this game. So now we're going to go on ahead and take a look at that map. See what it looks like now that Columbus is out. Here we are back at the map as the Blue Jackets got eliminated by the Montreal Canadiens. And now Montreal gains a lot of land here. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Columbus is out, 7 teams to go. Next up are the Dallas Stars. Alright, Dallas, where are you going with this spin? To take on the St. Louis Blues, so let's go get a game. Welcome to Enterprise Center in St. Louis, Missouri, where we have a great central battle between the St. Louis Blues and the Dallas Stars. This is the first game for Dallas in the season, and they're looking to win a W and take out St. Louis and gain some land, while St. Louis is looking to defend their home arena from the attacking Stars. We go down to center ice to get a face-off between these two teams, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with a minute left between Dallas and St. Louis as the Blues have a power play at the moment, looking to keep Dallas from scoring. Madano gives it to Numanen. Zubov trying to get it out. Doesn't work. Barnes gives it down. It's inside St. Louis zone. Osgood gives it down. And now St. Louis is still in control. And a big hit. Still in control. Drake loses it on a hit. Dallas has pulled their goalie. Zubov gives it to Barnes. Takes a shot. Doesn't work. Zubov held against the wall. Madonna gives it down. A lot of puck battling inside St. Louis zone. Goes for a shot. It's missed, but it's a lone runner. And St. Louis scores the goal. And with that, that should do it for this game. So we're going to go on ahead and take a look at the map to see what it looks like now that Dallas is out of here. Here we are back at the map as the Stars got eliminated by the Blues. And now St. Louis takes Texas. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who is next. Dallas is out, 6 teams to go. Next up are the Anaheim Ducks. All right, Anaheim, where are you going with this spin? You go through the bottom corner of Nevada, and we'll be taking Nevada. As they take Nevada, we're going to go on ahead and take a look at that wheel to see who is next. Another spin for another team. Next up are the Anaheim Ducks again. All right, Anaheim, where are you going with this spin? All right, Anaheim, where are you going with this spin? You go up north and we'll be taking on the Calgary Flames, so let's go get a game. Welcome to Pengrowth Saddledome in Calgary, Alberta, where we have a good battle for the West, as we have the Anaheim Ducks taking on the Calgary Flames. It's a battle for Canadian and American West Coast lines. And we're going to go ahead and get right to that action as we see what could happen in this game. And with that, we go ahead and head down to that center ice, where we'll get our face-off. And we'll see every single one of you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with the minute left between Calgary and Anaheim, as the Ducks just scored a goal and now are only 1 away from tying instead of 2. So now it is 2-1 Calgary here. So the Ducks are looking to tie the game with 50 seconds left to go. Anaheim's really pushing for it. They're getting the puck in front. Takes a shot and it doesn't go in. Carney, Havlid, couldn't get anything on it. Sikora couldn't get it in. Havlid, slap shots. Almost in, but nothing there. Fedorov takes a shot. And Turek saves and holds. Face off down inside Calgary zone with 33 seconds left to go. Dumped down. Still an empty net for Anaheim. Picked up by the Ducks. Looking to get it down. Falson gives it in. And a good block. Ingla throws down. 15 seconds to go. Ducks have it inside their own zone. Rushing in. Cross-ice pass. Picked up by the Flames. Dumped out. 5 seconds to go. Dumped in. And the Ducks won't be able to reach it in time. And the Flames win 2-1. And with that, we're going to go on ahead and take a look at the map now that Anaheim is out of here. Here we are at the map as the Ducks got eliminated by the Flames. And now Calgary takes control of all of the West Coast. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who's next. Anaheim is out, 5 teams to go. Next up are the St. Louis Blues. All right, St. Louis, where are you going with this spin? You scrape by and we'll be taking Iowa. As they take Iowa, let's go back to the wheel to get our next team. Another spin for another team. Next up are the Colorado Avalanche. All right, Colorado, where are you going with this spin? You go up north and we'll be taking on the Calgary Flames. Let's go get a game. Welcome to Pengrowth Saddledome in Calgary, Alberta, where we have a good battle for the West between the Colorado Avalanche and the Calgary Flames. 2 high-power offenses ready to get going in the battles as we get ready for this high-anticipated game. So we'll go on ahead and get right ahead and go down to that center ice to get a face-off between these 2 teams, and we will see every single one of you all in the final moments of this game. Here we are with 55 seconds left between Colorado and Calgary as the Avalanche have a 4-3 lead against the Flames. So of course Calgary's looking to tie it as they do a double shot. Doesn't work. Trying to get the puck. Forsberg gets it out and it's a face-off. 43.5 seconds left to go. Face-off in the Avalanche zone, won by Colorado. Dumped out into Calgary zone. Picked up. Bounced off. It takes a pass, takes a shot, and it's a good block. Another pass, and another shot, and another block. Man, Calgary's really making sure they want to tie this game as they take a shot, and it doesn't go in. Clark gets poked back. A lot of puck pressure. Calgary's able to get it down, but now it's taken out by the Avalanche, who try to shoot the empty netter and miss. Warner gives it to Clark, and it's a miscommunication on the pass. Heino tries to take it, and it hits the side. 5 seconds to go for Calgary. Dumped in behind the net, takes a shot, doesn't go in, and the Avalanche win 4-3. And with that, let's go ahead and take a look at the map now that Colorado owns the west side. Here we are back at the map as the Flames got eliminated by the Avalanche, and now Colorado takes control of all of the west side of both the United States and Canada. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who is next. Calgary's out, 4 teams to go. Next up are the Montreal Canadiens. Alright, Montreal, where are you going with this spin? You go down into the States and we'll be taking on the Hurricanes. So let's go get a game. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, where we have a good battle between the Montreal Canadiens and the Carolina Hurricanes. We're here with Carolina playing their first game of the season, which means that they are the last team to not play until now. Sitting there all the way up to the Final Four, they'll be taking on the Montreal Canadiens to make it to the semifinals. With that, let's go down to that center ice to get a face-off between these two teams and see how this will fold out. With that, we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with the minute left between Montreal and Carolina, as both of these teams are tied at 3. So we're going to go ahead and stick to this action to see who will break the tie. As a shot for Montreal, another shot, and Weeks saves it and holds. And now we have a face-off down, dumped all the way into Montreal zone. Theodore, get it to Markov. And a big hit. Montreal's trying to get it in. Zednik going, gets knocked down. Completely off of his rockers. Zednik tries to pass and it doesn't work. Adams on the run, gets hit. Puck is still inside Carolina zone. Teleportation happening. Zednik in control, gives it to Bolus. And Murray steals. Zingomatis dumps it in. 10 seconds to go in regulation. Markov rushing in, passes down to Bolus. 5 seconds to go, dumps it to the right. Trying to pick it up, does succeed. Tries to shoot from behind, and it doesn't work, of course not. And we're going to overtime. Welcome to overtime number 1 between Montreal and Carolina. With that, we'll see you all in the final seconds. To the Montreal, Weeks takes a shot, and it's Stewart! And the Canadiens score the goal and take down the defending I-ply Cup champions, Carolina Hurricanes. And now Montreal goes to the semifinals with Colorado and St. Louis. With that, let us go to the map to see what it looks like now that Carolina is out of here. Here we are at the map as the Hurricanes got eliminated by the Canadiens, and now Montreal takes control of all of that East Coast. With that, let's go to the wheel to get our semifinals going. Carolina's out, 3 teams to go. Next up are the Colorado Avalanche. Alright, Colorado, where are you going with this spin? To take on the St. Louis Blues. So let's go get a game. And yes, there is some St. Louis Blue down there. So there you go. Welcome to St. Louis, Missouri, in the Savvis Center, where we have a good divisional battle to go into the I-ply Cup Finals between the Colorado Avalanche and the St. Louis Blues. The Blues have yet to win one, while Colorado has won one of the Cups, so both of these teams are still looking poised to become one of the greats. As we get ready for this, we go down to center ice to get a face-off between these two teams, and we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with the minute left between Colorado and St. Louis, as the Blues are down 0-2 against the Avalanche, and are looking to try to tie this game. But Solati on the run with it. Excuse me. Martins now has it, takes a shot, doesn't go in. Skate gains the puck, and it's all the way out of the zone. Salvador gives it to Drake. Back to Salvador to Martins. All the way down to Mayers. Takes a shot. Doesn't go in. Mayers gets hit. Correa gets hit against the board. Picked up by Foot. Gives it to Correa. Foot gives it down to Solani. trying to find someone open, stops, and loses it. Foot steals the puck, hits the side, and Simu Solani scores! And with that, that should do it for this game, so we're going to go on ahead and take a look at the map to get our Imply Cup finals started. Here we are back at the map as the Blues got eliminated by the Avalanche, and now Colorado will be taking on the Montreal Canadiens in Season 18's Imply Cup finals. With that, let's go to the wheel to see who will be the away team. St. Louis is out 2 teams, and the away team will be Montreal. So let's go to Game 1 of the Imply Cup finals. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 1 of the Imply Cup finals of Season 18 between the Colorado Avalanche and the Montreal Canadiens. Here we are at the Pepsi Center for Game 1, getting ready for a high-intense battle and some grit and... well, I don't really know what goes with grit, so, explosions! But with that, let us go ahead and go down to that center ice to get the face-off down for this season Imply Cup finals. And we'll see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are with the minute left in Game 1 of the Imply Cup finals between Colorado and Montreal, as the Avalanche have a 2-1 lead against the Canadiens and looking to keep the lead. But Montreal's pulled their goal, and it's already a goal by Hayduk! And Colorado scores the empty netter, and that should do it for this game. So we're going to go on ahead and go to Game 2 all the way in Montreal. So we'll see you all there. Welcome to Bell Center for Game 2 of the Imply Cup finals for Season 18 between the Montreal Canadiens and the Colorado Avalanche. As we get ready for this game, could Colorado take Game 2 and sweep Montreal and win the Cup, their second Cup? Or will Montreal force a Game 3 back to Denver? We'll have to see as this game is getting ready as we go down to center ice and get our face-off. And as with that, we will see you all in the final moments of the game. Here we are in Game 2, final minute between Montreal and Colorado, as the Avs are down 2-3 and Montreal is winning 2-3. So Colorado has pulled their goalie and looking to tie the game to win the Cup. Forsberg gives it to Tanguay. All the way down to Sakic. Goes in. Pivots it, spins around, goes back out, goes back in. No offsides for some reason. I think this game is broken on offsides. And we got a penalty! And it's in! Gallagher gets the goal! And with that, that should do it for this game. So we're going to go ahead and go to Game 3, all the way back in Denver. So see you there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final game of Season 18 between the Colorado Avalanche and the Montreal Canadiens. Game 3 is on the way, as whoever wins this game wins the Cup for their whole franchise. As we get ready for this game, we're going to go ahead and see if Colorado can withstand the comeback or if Montreal can complete it. And with that, we're going to go on ahead and get ready and go down to the center ice to get our face-off between these two teams. And we will see you all in the final moments of the final game. Well, here we are with 50 seconds left, and we got to fight, so we'll be back after. So, all right, here we are with 50 seconds left between Colorado and Montreal, as the Avalanche have a 4-2 lead against the Canadiens. But, of course, Canada will not back down until they get a goal and try to win this game. As they keep putting pressure, puck is now in control of Blake, but he loses it. Bullis gets hit. Markov tries to go in. Doesn't work. Tanguay gets it to Hayduk. Hayduk getting a little bit of pressure in behind. Couldn't get much on it. Koivu. Definitely didn't say that right, but I don't care. Forsberg steals it, and he gets knocked down. Hayduk couldn't get much on it. And he gets hit into the wall. Morris passes it to Tanguay. To Forsberg, who takes a shot. And now Hayduk takes a shot. And another shot. Didor saves and holds. 13 seconds left to go. Face-off won by the Avalanche. And now Aubin's on the run with it. He tries to go for it. Doesn't work. Ribeiro going for it. Just banks it off. And the Colorado Avalanche are your Season 18 Imply Cup champions. Their second cup in 3 seasons. Starting to look like a dynasty here. But with all that being said, let us go to that map to see what it looks like now that the Avalanche have won their second cup. Here we are back at the map for one final time as the Montreal Canadiens got eliminated by the Colorado Avalanche, which makes the Colorado Avalanche your Season 18 Imply Cup champions. Congratulations to the Colorado Avalanche for winning their second cup in 3 seasons. And now, without any further ado with that, let's go on ahead and get straight to our statistics. Welcome to statistics. We're going to go ahead and get right into this one because it's a really short one. For most goals, most assists, total points, and our Imply Cup Finals MVP goes to Peter Forsberg, scoring 5 goals, 7 assists, having a total of 12 points in the season, and scoring 2 goals and 3 assists in the finals. No one else really matched that, and the goalies didn't really play excellent. So with that, he's everything for us. And now, without any further ado, we go straight into our goal horns. For our 5th place, we have a 3-way tie, scoring 4 goals at home. We have the Buffalo Sabres, the Nashville Predators, and the Phoenix Coyotes. Coming in at 4th place, scoring 5 goals at home, we have the Philadelphia Flyers. Coming in at 3rd place, scoring 7 goals at home, we have a 6-way tie between the Calgary Flames, the Colorado Avalanche, the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Minnesota Wild, the Montreal Canadiens, and the St. Louis Blues. Coming in at 2nd place, scoring 8 goals at home, we have the New York Islanders. And coming in at 1st place, scoring 9 goals at home, we have the Anaheim Ducks. Well, that's it for Season 18. Completed another one. And a little update on it. Season 19 either may come out in the 2-week span, or it may come out in 4 weeks from now. Because I'm very close on finishing another series that I think you all will enjoy. So it's kind of running into each other at the same time at the moment. But we'll just have to wait and see. With that, it is me, that one guy from the one place at that one time, Jager110. And I will see you all next season.